You don't know shit about boxing.
We gonna see.
We gonna see how long we got. I'm still put down Lil Rick on his name. He don't, for some reason he think that's changing. I don't know why.
We ain't starting that shit today, man.
Yeah, we starting it every day. Actually, every
Here we
day,
go, bro.
every day that ends in Y is the day that we are starting. There you go. It's screen glitchy as we starting.
Look, see, there you
Uh,
go. Let's go.
man, welcome to another episode of Pay the Toll Boxing. I'm from
Twin.
I'm Rick.
And this week we are in the Lone Star State down in San Antonio, Texas. Remember the Alamo and all of the other fun things that San Antonio got to offer: SeaWorld, Six Flags, the Riverwalk.
Boy, you out. All the fun. That's it. And if that
That's
ain't
what I'm about to
fun, you
say,
out of
dog.
luck.
That's about it, dog. But that's about
I'm gonna
it.
just refer to Charles Barkley. I'm not gonna say that Charles Barkley was right about anything. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say that Charles Barkley was right. Uh, Nonetheless, how's everybody feeling? Rick, how you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm here, man. We doing good. We all right, man. We all right. Maintaining.
Good, good. Twin.
I'm good. Just ate. And beat that.
he ate, so he don't care about too much from that point on. All right. I guess let's work from the bottom all the way to the top. Frank Martin makes his return against Rancis Bartholomew. Rick gave his thoughts already for who he thinks win. Twin, what you got?
I just recorded mine. I ain't sent it to you yet, but
That's
this
fair.
I'm pretty much gonna say the same thing. So I always say boxing matches have it's questions to be answered, and the questions is for Frank Martin: is he who we think he is or thought he was after his performance with Tank? Is his performance and his name going to continue to rise, or is it going to plateau? Because he has a name in 135, 140. He has a name. He's well known. He probably could end up getting a good fight with a champion or close to it, at least in the top three, top five. But if he don't perform, then he might get used for his name. But I expect him to. Um, my, his opponent is 39. He's been out the ring for almost 2 years now. So he should handle business.
Yeah, Rancis has been what is and Rancis' style is awkward too, and with a style awkward to that nature, you usually have to stay active to keep those kind of guys going. And like you said, he's been out the ring for a couple of years. I think that might be the perfect time for Frank Martin, who's been out of the ring since he last fought Gervonta Davis as well. So one thing might equal another. But this is boxing, like you said. A plus B does not equal C. So you really don't know how to go. Rick, you already said you felt like this was a good comeback for Frank Martin against Rancis. And do you still see it the same way now that we're getting here close to the fight?
Like I said before, man, I just want to see how he feathers out against the ring rust, man. It's been what, a year and a half since he's gotten the ring. It's been a minute,
Yeah,
so
something like close to it.
yeah, man. I just want to see how that ring rust is a real thing, especially when fighters don't stay active. So I just want to see how he feathers out. I mean, if he does well, in the beginning, or if he does well the first couple of rounds, then I have him winning the fight. But like I said, I want to see him like the first 3 or 4 rounds just to see how he looks, man. But who knows, man? It's
Now,
boxing, man.
In boxing, I don't know the exact time length because I didn't look at it. But just think about it. Javante and Roach wasn't yesterday. It was a long time ago. So Frank been out a long
A
time.
long time, man. Right,
for a
right.
long time. So, but now leading up to both of these fighters being out a long time, they've actually had what 2 or 3 training camps they had to be ready for these fights. Since Javante and Roach, they were supposed to be on the undercard of the rematch. Then the Keith Thurman and Fundor, they were supposed to be on the card of that, but now they pushed it all the way back. Real quick, do you think that's going to affect their performance? Yes or no?
No, I think it might fare better for Martin, since he's younger, um, and he was active prior to than his opponent. So not
Fair.
really, but if it does for Martin,
Rick, the multiple closing dates of the training camps, do you think that's going to affect any changes in the fight?
Um, no, I don't. I don't, man. Yeah.
Fair. They're all professional. I agree. Look, they're all professionals. Y'all know everybody on Twitter be thinking I be saying something crazy, but I always I say the same things over and over. I don't change my stances. They're professionals. You show up in that ring, you're ready, no matter what happens at that point. That's why I will always applaud Earl Spence, regardless of what people say. Even after the Rick, he got in there with Dana Garcia. After another Rick, he got in there with Ugas. Hey, you are a professional. You are ready. It just is what it is.
That's right.
Moving on to the next fight of the night. Ramos Jr. and Mosely Jr. This is a weird, awkward one because Mosely Jr. kind of has his dad's style, but not his dad's flash as far as the punching and the hand speed. Ramos Jr., we already know what he just did. He'll send everybody home at this point. Who do you, twin, who you got winning that one?
Ramos. I think it'll just be a chance to put a name on his resume, while he climbs up and tries to become a contender in 154. That division has gotten crowded, so he needs a performance. I think he'll get it, just like Frank Martin's opponent, Ramos' opponent, Mosely Jr. He hasn't fought in like 15, 16 months. So,
Mhm.
and he's older as well. So, I think Ramos will get it done.
I can agree there. Rick.
Yeah, I think I think it's gonna be a rough night for Mosely Jr., man. Honestly, man. Yeah. Especially this long layoff with this guy Ramos, man. It's gonna be a long night for him, man. Or a short night, I should say. Either way, man.
I like to say,
Either way.
in my approach to the fight, um, for both men, even though Moses Jr. is, like I said, has his dad's kind of looking style. But that's natural. That's occurring. It is what it was. However, he does, like I said, his dad's basic flash and the things that his dad did accomplish. Now, it is awkward enough to where he can have some success in this fight. I don't want to take that away from him completely, but I do think he's absolutely outclassed from what it is. I see Ramos setting him down actually with a body shot first, before he gets anywhere else. Right when Mosley tries to get some success, probably early in the fight to try to slow down Ramos. I'm going to say probably about the third or fourth round is when I see him trying to jump on him a little bit, while the hand speed is still fresh. And then Ramos taking advantage of that and catching him on the inside and then sitting him down somewhere. So yeah, for me, I got Ramos winning by stoppage. Not KO per se, simply because that's not Ramos' power, but TKO stoppage, however you want to word that. That's what I see. All right, and then the co-main event. I'm pretty sure what everybody been waiting for, a lot of people have been waiting for, Oshaki Foster versus Stephen Fulton Jr. Rick, what do you got for this? And who?
Hey man, I I'm leaning towards Fulton, but man, to me, man, this is a toss up, man. I'm just excited for this fight, to be honest with you, man. I think this is gonna be honestly, I think this might steal a show. I think this fight might steal a show, man. Just excited for the fight. I'm leaning just because Fulton's been in the ring with some really good boxers. I'm leaning towards him just a little bit more experience, but I don't know, man. This fight's a toss up for me personally, man. So yeah.
Twin.
I think I'm gonna go with Foster.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
like I always say, it's questions, and my questions would be, like I did in my, well, like I said in my breakdown, Fulton in his last 4 fights, he's moved 3 weight classes. He visibly he grew out of 22 when he fought anyway. Then he had 2 fights at 26, and I don't like how he looked his first fight at 26. He looked better his second fight at 26. So I don't know how that's gonna carry at 30 with somebody that's been 30 basically their whole career. Um, so I mean, I think it'll be a good fight because it's a grudge match. They do not like each other.
At all.
So I'm looking I'm looking for fireworks. I think it'll be a good fight, but I think I might lean towards Foster.
Yeah. This is the point. The skills of what Foster has been in front of him will kind of tell you Foster's gonna win the fight. He stands up tall. He's trained by we all know Bobby, his coach. He stands up tall. He knows how to fight behind his jab. He doesn't really force a lot of action at all, so he can make it a boring fight. So he can do some things with Foster that will 100% make Fulton have to try to come and get him. Fulton's gonna end up jabbing to the body a lot, and he's gonna hopefully Fulton's been working on that right hand to the body. That's the one punch I think that Fulton's going to have to find success in, along with trying to make sure he's blocking himself from Oshaki's left uppercut. Oshaki does a very, very good uppercut. And did we just lose Rick?
No, I'm here.
Oh, because boy, the jokes was fit to fly. We're only 11 minutes and 50 seconds into this, and boy, I thought
I
we
ain't going.
lost
Hey,
you.
we ain't going. Hey, in the name of Jesus, we ain't doing that today, man.
You was finna have it. You
Nope.
was finna have
Did we
it.
just lose Rick? Nah, we ain't doing that today. We
Oh, in the middle of my break, boy, you was finna have it. Anyway,
we ain't doing that.
um, nonetheless, I still like I said, Shocky Fulton's gonna end up jabbing a lot to the body. And that's what I hope that's the punch he's been working on to kind of force Shocky to bring his hands down and then making him sit down because of how Shocky sits. I'm gonna take Fulton for the fight because of those things, and I do trust Fulton smarts, like you said, with the experience of the ring he's been in there with. Is nothing against Fulton. Nothing against Oshaki. On my big money Texas boy, we know how they go. Um, I just think the experience factor is what's going to drag this to 12. We know Fulton is not necessarily a knockout puncher. He's not going to really sit nobody down. But to Twin's point, I do understand wholeheartedly how he is going to choose Oshaki. But for me in this fight, I see honestly a split decision from the judges on the coup. Back and forth, back and forth. Because like I said, one is not going to necessarily force the action, and one does a lot of waiting at that point. Oshaki is a great counterpuncher, fantastic counterpuncher, but Fulton's also not going to press a lot of the issue as well. So I don't think stylistically it's going to be a great fight, but it's going to be a fighter's fight, if that makes sense.
I mean, uh, Foster ain't no stranger to losing on the cards.
Yeah, right.
So
He
We've
ain't.
seen
You
him.
right
We've
about
seen
that.
him. We've seen him down on cards, and then literally have to go get knockout of the year type of win
Yeah.
in the 12th round of a fight. So that is one thing that could shape this fight towards the end. I'm not gonna argue that. That is 100% something that could shape this fight. Let's go ahead and get into it in these last couple minutes. The main event. Isak Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont the Reaper Roach Jr. All right. I'm gonna take this one first, even though I have not posted the video for Pitbull yet. Is what it was. Pitbull does a great job of the escape right hand to the body against his opponent. That's the thing. I pointed out Lamont Roach's escapability in the video that I posted earlier this week. And along with that, I'm going to point out what Pitbull did against Salcido Gomez, his opponent he fought last in replacement of Fierro, who did not make weight at all for the last fight, for his last fight. Um, he does a really good job of getting there. Instead, he's going to punch what's available, and that's the hip punch. He does that hip punch, as we know, as Caleb Plant found out, and many others. All of a sudden, you can run, but you can't run no more. Your leg ain't moving the same way it moved in the first couple rounds. So I'm looking for that punch specifically for Pitbull to try to take. I don't think Lamont's necessarily going to sit inside too well with him, but he can out jab him and stop him because Pitbull does sit in the high guard. Now, along with that, Pitbull's gonna swing over the top and miss like hell. And please give me Lamont Roach for a dominating win still at that factor. I'm never gonna take. I'm never gonna count that out from what the skills that Lamont Roach has displayed even somewhat prior to Jamel Herring and that loss and that, but then definitely afterwards, leading up to this point from the pro box cars, even to the fight with Gervonta Davis. The skills he showed, the things that I pointed out even in that fight, where he could have got put there and where he did get hit back, he corrected those things. So it's like, hey, fight the fight. You correct what you're lacking. I have no quarrels with you. You are doing just fine. And I'm taking Lamar Roach to fight him on the inside sometimes because Cruz swings wide. With that, Twin, what you got?
I got Roach. I don't think it'll be a particularly a close fight. Like I always say, it's questions. Well, when it comes to Pitbull, I ain't got a damn question because I know who he is. I know what he gonna do. It's not a question to be answered with Pitbull. We already know what it is
We
over
know we
there.
know what's coming. It is what it was.
But for Roach, how's he gonna capitalize off of this newfound fame? Basically, everybody knows his name just from getting the decision or a draw with Tank. Should have got the decision, but whatever. How's he gonna fare now? Has it got to him? I know a lot of people was trying to say stuff like, "Oh, he's drinking beer at this hockey game. He ain't focused and blah blah blah." So whatever, we'll see. I think he got a chance to further cement his name as one of the top guys, and they all jump weights now. So from 130 to 140, depending on who he want to fight.
Right.
So yeah, I think it'll be a good fight because, like you said, Pitbull will swing and miss, and I think Roach will be right there to catch him. So I got Roach by a lot of rounds.
Whole bunch. Rick, Rick, who you got?
I don't know, man.
And we lost Rick's audio.
I'm
Oh,
here,
his
bro.
audio behind. Okay, all right.
Nah, man, cut it out, bro, man. Hey, twin, stop laughing, bro. This man steady. I ain't right. Hey, nah, look. Well, y'all know, but I tell you what.
That man,
Hey,
that man was
um,
that man mouth was moving and the audio was going
hey,
nowhere. That is insane.
listen.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go
So,
ahead.
um, the only thing, all right, so Roach had this fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, which, I mean, arguably he won the fight, right? Styles makes fights. So what I'm interested to see is, as far as Gervonta Davis, he wasn't really the aggressor in the fight in the beginning, in my opinion. He kind of got a little pissed off and started coming forward when Roach started stinging his ass a little bit. Pitbull Cruz, from the time they start fighting, he's just going to be aggressive the entire time. I just want to see how Roach fares out with that, like just constant pressure, just constant him being. Oh, can you hear me? Yeah, just constant pressure.
Yeah,
Just him, just
can't
constantly
see you.
being. Yeah, and I
Can't
want to
see you,
see
but we can hear
how
you.
Roach fares out with that, man. I have Roach to win, but I don't, man. Y'all cold. I have Roach to win the fight, but I don't know, man. I can see Pitbull. I don't, and this is not to say that Pitbull Cruz is talented as a fighter because we know what we got with Pitbull Cruz. I just don't. I don't know if this style.
You know what? I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off right there as it relates to Pitbull Cruz. I just had this argument with somebody in the space, and the
Absolutely.
conversation was weight bullies, but then it turned into skills. even though we know Pitbull
Absolutely.
Cruz is limited in the style way that he chooses to fight. However, his skills are very good for what he does skillfully. That's it's the skills are different. For
Oh,
everybody uses
absolutely.
their skills differently for what they can and cannot
Yeah,
do, or their
but
brain tells them to do and not do. He is a very skilled fighter because he would not have made it to this point if he was not somewhat skilled. Like I said, skills are somewhat comparable for what they want to use, what they want to use or don't want to use. But even though I'm still choosing Ramos, I'm choosing Lamont Roach to win. I don't want nobody to get to
definitely,
the. If Lamont Roach get
definitely.
out
But
there and
like I said,
dominate, I
I'm
don't
still
want
taking Roach to
nobody.
win,
Oh well, Pitbull
but
Cruz ain't
I
really got
wouldn't be
no skill.
surprised if the
Yes,
fight
he
went the
do.
other way.
That's all I. That's all I want
So
to get right there. That's it. He do.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah.
I
Not gonna lie.
would.
I
I
would. But I
would.
say not gonna
Hey, look, we
lie.
seen it, bro. Dang, I'm telling
Not gonna
you.
lie, my boy.
Gonna be
Yeah.
shocked.
I'm gonna be. I might be crying. I might be crying in the car like AJ and Dubois. I'll tell you. I might. I might be crying in the car. Okay, now the after effects of this fight, we know Lamont Roach will officially be stripped of his 130-pound title from the WBA as soon as the fight starts. With Lamont Roach jumping into 135 officially after all of this. If Lamont Roach wins, what's next? Well, let me take if Lamont Roach wins, what's next? If Pitbull Cruz loses, what's next?
Uh, I don't want to say it don't matter for Pitbull, but Pitbull, long as he's fighting and he already has his name, you can't take his name. He'll get a fight. Um, Especially if you have a side champion that feels like they can pick him apart and not get landed on like that. They'll take the fight. But for Roach, that would be a little different. Because like I said, then it would be, was it a flash? It was just one night he was good against Tank, and now look at him now, and blah blah blah. Um, he already he has a name, but he's dangerous enough to where it's like, do
Right.
I want to take this risk with this guy? If you lose and you add another L to your record, it's like I'm not fighting him for what? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, so some of the guys will look at him like that. So I think it's not a must win, but he probably you want to win this fight just for your future fights because there it's already janky in 135 140 range for these top guys and who they fight and when they fight. So hell, you might not get another top fight for a year and a half if you lose.
Cool. Everybody finna fight right now too, boy. That's tough. Natalia Cruz, they finna fight. You know. Oh yeah, that is nasty. Abdullah just fought. Yeah. Yeah, Shakur finna fight Teal at 40. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Tank has the
I
other
think
belt, but we don't know what's gonna happen
Pitbull
with
kind of
that.
reminds
So
me of like a Nate
yeah.
Diaz
All right.
in
All right.
UFC.
Rick,
Not
what
to
you think
bring
happened to
UFC in it, but
Pitbull
it's
if he
just kind of
loses?
like he became like a favorite almost. Like people just like to see him fight, right? They know he's just going to constantly go out there and throw overhands the whole night, and people like to see him fight for some reason. So he has a fan base already that will they like to see him fight. So I think he's going to get a fight regardless, just because of that, right?
And get beat up?
Um, with Roach.
Not gonna lie, I cannot wait. I cannot wait till I save this video. We export this
Man,
video. And when your video goes out and the audio, I can't wait to find a picture to use. I'm gonna put the AOL running man on his body.
listen, y'all
Like
gonna
I
make
have
it's gonna
made
be a,
up
it's
my
gonna be a
mind. It's gonna be
lawsuit
Rick's
against
head
AT
with
and
the
T
AOL
just for
man
y'all
running the
bullying me,
body.
man. I'm
And
telling
dog,
you, man. I'm
I'm
suing the
going to
people.
cry laughing. Okay. I just want you to know that ahead of time.
Oh yeah, I'm going. Yeah. I need that breach. I need that breach.
I'm just,
They
just,
need to
just.
they need to pay you that full
But
7,500.
as
They need
far
to
as
pay you.
Roach,
Facts. They
I
need
can
to
see
get. They
Roach
need to
and
get
Frank
it.
Martin actually having a day.
Yeah, they. I
So
do need that money from that breach. I'm
I
glad.
wouldn't
I'm
mind
glad
seeing
you
that
said
fight.
that.
Depends on how Frank Martin looks this next fight, but I could definitely see them two having them a fight, man. So
Roach at 140. Roach at 140 might be something to look at.
I'll be honest
Might be
with you,
something to
man.
look at. Maybe
A
Frank
lot of
Martin
people
will
ain't taking
actually
that
fight
Shakur fight,
Shakur
man. Let's
now
be
at
honest, man.
140.
A lot of people don't want that smoke, man.
No? Okay, well, I understand. Either way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all.
Oh, oh.
Well, we know that. We've known that for years. But nonetheless, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen, we appreciate. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, twin. My
how
bad.
much time we got?
Bro, we at 25 minutes, 26 minutes and counting.
All right, boom. New segment. Y'all, it's quick hitters. Y'all just say what come to mind when I mention it.
Bet, let's
Boxing,
run.
boxing word on the street. We're gonna talk about what I see in these boxing Twitter street.
Let's
It's,
do it.
it
Let's
ain't
do it.
X, it's Twitter. All right, I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna say what the subject is, and then I'm gonna give my opinion. To versus Shakur. If that fight happened, I don't think it's a close fight. I don't think it's 50-50. I think To is gonna lose, and it ain't gonna be close.
Why you
That's
think if why you say if it's gonna
not
happen?
not because To janky, but that's all we gonna leave it right there, and we gonna talk about it later if it go down. So what you think when you hear To versus Shakur? What do you think?
When I think Tio versus Shakur, I think somebody had nowhere else to go. I think somebody had nowhere else to go.
Rick? Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Your screen ain't. What you say?
Ah, hey man, you messing up the new shit.
Oh, we lost him this time for real, didn't we? Oh my god! Hey, oh, this is hilarious. Oh, this is way too funny.
Well,
Oh,
he
there you
gone.
go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's dial up Rick for you. I told him I was gonna put it in the end. Somehow he just came back. I don't even know how that even happens. Oh my god. Rick, are you even here? Either way, I'm gonna just go ahead and close it out.
Yeah.
Somebody had nowhere to go. Twin thinks Shakur finna shut it out. That's what I think. First thing I hear. Nonetheless, appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Pay the Toll Boxing. Once again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all of those other dingly ding 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 things. Turn your post notifications on, all that stuff like that. With that being said, it is the winter time. Um, love on your people, be kind to people right now, and keep your head on a swivel if you are out and about shopping because boy, they is outside. I don't even think I had to say who is outside, but they is outside. Keep your head on the swivel, and men, go to the doctor. That's always gonna be my thing to say. Twin, you got any parting words for the rest of these folks?
Hey man, air up y'all damn tires. Y'all see them tires got low because it's cold. Don't be rolling out there.
Facts.
You gonna be on flat.
Facts. Please put some air in your tire, boy. You saw, like you said, you saw that light come on. Oh, it's just 5 degrees. Boy, put that PSI back in there. Please. It might warm up and when you start driving, but don't even give it that mic. Don't even let it do it. No, go ahead and put some air back in there. Nonetheless, everybody, stay safe, be cool. Shop, thanks for playing. Who y'all Navy, beat Army. Um, you know, all that other fun stuff and all that. Oh, did I say something wrong? Right, like I said, who y'all Navy, and all of that. Semper Fidelis, brother. Fidelis. Be cool.